Jesus did not have to endure in his body to perform any miracles. Jesus didn't have to endure the cross to perform any of these miracles to give you a house, a job, children, or financial stability. Because the people of the Old Testament also received all these things, but of the few blessings that the people of the Old Testament did not receive and that the people of today receive, the greatest is his body and blood. You said you wanted a house, you said you wanted a job, you said you wanted children, you said you wanted money. There is nothing wrong with that. The Lord has no objection. God is giving you all these blessings. Jesus is saying, I suffered greatly to give you a blessing, but you don't want that blessing. You need a job, a house, health, wealth, but you don't want a gift that I gave you after enduring a lot of pain in my body. He fled to Egypt in -degree temperatures, clutching his mother's breast, to be Holy Communion. For 3 years, he traveled around doing good in his public life to become Holy Communion. He was called a madman, a lover of harlots, a wine drinker, and by all accounts he was to be the Holy Communion. Sitting under the olive tree on that night when tears flowed like blood in Gethsemane, Jesus prayed, Father, if it is possible, remove this cup from me to become Holy Communion. He was trialed by 4 courts in one night to become Holy Communion. He was bound to a pillar and beaten with whips by soldiers as strong as a horse. When the whips returned, they tore his flesh apart, causing him to suffer the excruciating pain of death to become Holy Communion. The mother of the child watched her son being beaten in the middle of the crowd to make her son Holy Communion. Finally, when they reached Mount Calvary, they laid Jesus on the cross, and a 4 or 5-inch long nail was driven into his wrist, causing his blood to flow like a river, so that he could become a Holy Communion. Jesus' side was pierced and blood and water flowed from there, so that he could become the Holy Communion. The night before his death on the cross at Calvary, Jesus called his disciples and said, Tomorrow my body will be broken. My blood will flow tomorrow on the cross at Calvary. This bread is my body, this wine is my blood, eat and drink it. Even though he has given us his body as an offering to eat and his blood to drink, we need only work, house, children, health, wealth. But we don't want Jesus, we don't want the body of Jesus, and we don't want the blood of Jesus. Isn't this a mortal sin? When Jesus, who suffered and died, offered us his body and blood on the altar, we do not want it. Jesus never suffered as much for anything as he did for the Holy Eucharist, but we don't need that, do we? Then when troubles come, we say to the Lord, Lord, give us a house, a job, children, health. Then Jesus will say, Children, when I gave my body and blood, you didn't want it, did you? You only need the 10th and 20th blessings. Don't you need the first blessing? How many people do not hesitate to be late in churches? But let me tell you, would you say that you are fine with being late for your children's exams? Would you be late at the airport? You are punctual in all your affairs, but you have no sense of time when it comes to your God. Many people complain that the Holy Mass takes too long. Then Jesus will say, Do you want to celebrate the memory of my suffering and death with joy? You should break your back and stand for communion. You must stand for Mass with broken knees. Then you will see how God's healing comes to you.